Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 5.3J, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a baker that has 6 cups of flour, and we're baking some bread. Each bread batch requires 1/3 cups of flour. We have a number line that represents this, but we should notice right as we're reading here, each batch of bread requires, and then it gives us an amount. This is our first clue that we're dealing with equal groups because this is what we're looking for to begin with, an equal groups statement. Something that says that we're going to look at sets of groups that each have the same amount. And so when we're dealing with an equal group statement, that means we are either going to multiply or we are going to divide, depending on whether or not they give us the total. So let's look at the two quantities they do give us, 6 and 1/3. So a baker has 6 cups of flour. Is that number going to grow, or is that the total number of cups of flour? Well, it looks like that's the total. We're not going to get any more flour than that. So when we have our total in an equal groups word problem, that means we're going to end up dividing because we're going to take that total and we're going to divide it into smaller sections. So this 1/3 cup is going to be, let's see, 1/3 cups of flour. And so that's how much is in each group. And so we'll put this right here, number in each group. So we have a whole bunch of sets or groups of 1/3. And then the question is how many 1/3s? How many batches can the baker make? So this is the number of groups. All right, so we can represent this with a strip diagram, and that is going to help us with the equation. We can use the model as well. But let me show you how we can do this with the strip diagram. So we're going to start with our total, and our total is going to be 6. And so I'm going to just kind of draw my total, and I'm going to make it underneath my strip diagram. It could be above, it could be below, it could be a line like this, or it could be a bar that's connected. Lots of different ways to show the total. So never get used to just one way. All right, so now I have the number of in each group. All right, so my number in each group is going to be 1/3. Now, my question is, how many 1/3s can I make? Okay, so I'm going to draw an arrow with a question mark in there because I don't know how many groups to make. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the number of groups. And when you're looking for the number of groups, you can't draw a bar all the way across because you don't know how many groups to make. What you do is you just put the number in each group in a little square and then an arrow across, and it shows you know you have 1/3 and you just don't know how many thirds it takes to get up to 6. So then we could say 6 divided by 1/3 equals. Okay, so it's not going to be A and it's not going to be D. So it's either going to be B or C looking at my two answer choices. It's going to have to do with the number 18, but it's either going to be 1/18 or 18. Well, let's look at how we can actually solve this. When we need to divide a whole number by a unit fraction, or when you need to divide a unit fraction by a whole number, either way. An easy way to think about that is the relationship between multiplication and division. So when you divide by 1/3, that would be the same as multiplying, right? You flip the sign from division to multiplication, and then you take the reciprocal, right? You take the 1/3 and you flip it upside down, and it's going to end up being 3/1. And any number over 1 is just the whole number, so it really becomes 6 times 3. 3 ones or 3 wholes, right? So it's just going to equal 18. All right, so we can say it's going to equal 18, and that makes sense because look, I've got 3, 6. Each of these jumps is a group. 9, 12, 15, 18. I took each of these wholes, split it up into 3 parts. 6 times 3 makes 18. So what matches is not B, but our answer here is going to be C.